Hello future people, welcome to Getting Tabled. I'm Jason the Bruce, and today we're unboxing the last of my Don't Look Back order. This is everything else. These are all accessories and so forth. And because they're not, I don't really feel most of these are a video in and of themselves, I'm going to combine them. So, let's have a look. So, I've got a couple of things here. This is an optional card deck. This basically replaces the need to have to roll for certain things with a deck that you can draw from, which I thought was kind of cool and a little bit, I don't know, I just thought that might be a little bit more fun way of doing it. Not that there's anything wrong with rolling for things, but we know how dice treat me. These again are optional things, just MDF layout things to make easier. And lastly, I have a pack of either bases or markers, or a little bit of both. There's a couple of missions that have like pieces of bodies and stuff that you can find. So you can use these for those. You can also use them for bases. So I'm going to start with the killer ability trait. So by all means, you can certainly play this game and just have the cards and everything laid out. This is only designed to make things look prettier, essentially. So, comes in two pieces. The general idea being that you glue one on top of the other, and then so that marks the killer's wounds. These are marking their traits and so forth. Because one of the things with the killer is that you roll for everything, and depending on the results, you'll get a different killer every time. I've seen a lot of people painting these up to be like blood red, or like starting from a light red going into a very dark black or a blood red. I had thought to mine of doing it kind of like scarlet down to like your corn red type of look. I don't know. And then generally the back is black and the wording is usually done in a lighter colour so you can read it properly. Now this is four of the same thing. So I'm only going to show off one of them. Alright, so generally speaking, the idea is your card will go on the top here. These are for like items and stuff that you're holding. And these are easy way of keeping tracks of things as they go throughout the game. Fairly straightforward. Again, it's just a different way of doing it. You can have the cards laid out and lay things on top of your card, but this just kind of makes it neater. It's an option. There's another version of this that's slightly bigger, where the actual full card can lay down flat. But I think I like this one more. They are two versions of one kit, so I'm only going to open one of them. So this guy was a victim a very long time ago. I suspect that this person had their neck broken. Just a thought. Again, someone else that's been a victim a long time ago. So this is most likely Tom, because Tom is missing. This is kind of like a shrine of some kind. There's the lower half of Tom, because again, Tom is missing. And lots of skulls around one body. I mean, it certainly looks gruesome, but I'd like to know where the rest of the bodies went. Just a thought. Little bit of cleaning up here that needs to be done around the edges. Just flashing. Quite nice detailed kits though. No real bubbles in them either, which is nice. Little bit of cracking around the bottom of a couple of them, but nothing that I would be concerned about. Casting's all nice and smooth, and like I said, like there's no bubbling or anything in them. It's actually done really well. Very happy. And last but not least, we've got the cards. So these are not a standard card size. They are about half the size of a standard card. Alright, so in this deck you've got a couple of different things. You've got your items, which is that. You've got stats for the killer. Or just stat cards generally. And where to find them. More items. And so we'll go through these. So you've got a couple of different things in here. You've got your weapons, which tells you all of the details about what they are and what they do. You've also got your supplies, which again tells you what they are and what they do. And this is basically it's weapon stuff and where to find the rules for it. So we've got fists and kicks, which is a melee, does 1 damage, and you can find the rules for it on page 28. Same thing for thrown object, enraged, bleeding, and tripped. It's just another way of keeping track of things. So they kind of mix. It's kind of a mixture between tokens and just cheats for the rules. So in our weapons, we've got the assault rifle. We've got a couple of baseball bats, an antique knife, a blade. The thing with this is that this is like a special blade that will do proper damage to ethereal characters. Bow, chainsaw, normal knife, we've got a machete, pistol, hunting rifle, and a shotgun. In the supplies, we've got batteries, bottles, energy drinks, flashlight, first aid, set of keys, phone, old lockbox, an old washcloth, a bag of snacks, and the same two again. Now obviously if you was going to play with these in games, you'd want to shuffle them because they're essentially all together at the moment. Again, this is not something you need to play this game. Generally speaking, the way that the rules are written is that you roll for this stuff on the table. But I just kind of thought that this was, for me at least, a better way of doing it. It's not exactly a secret with how dice treat me. I always tend to roll the worst result every single time. I mean, in the case of this stuff, I mean, everything's going to be useful eventually. But I'd rather... I don't know, I like the idea of drawing from the deck. I think it's a bit more fun. Thank you very much for checking out this video. If you're enjoying the content of this channel, please like and subscribe. If you're in a position to do so, please check out patreon.com/gettingtabled. You receive early access to at least 80% of all videos that we put out, and you get access to the video edition of all of our podcasts the day that they're uploaded. If you'd like to check us out on social media, facebook.com/gettingtabled is the most active. We also have a Discord server. You can email our team at gettingtabled@gmail.com. If you're on either Twitter or Instagram, you can find us at gettingtabled. And until next time, play more games.